Buenos días, sanguangos. Estamos en un vídeo más de Regreso al Futuro, nuestra guía aquí en Gurney Games. Soy vuestro amigo Harpy Man Fly. Seré pariente de alguno de estos. ¡No! Y vamos a continuar, estamos en el capítulo 3 y tenemos que buscar algo para que Doc entre en razón, aunque pese. Vamos a explorar
this
primero.
is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
Te dieron de cabrón.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me, but you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
Acaba de pillar.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Mal uso de la palabra bizarra, pero bueno.
You still got the movie ticket.
Indeed I do. A memento of my first date with Edna. I took her to see The Virtuous Husband.
And you never saw Frankenstein. You were supposed to go see Frankenstein that night. It was gonna give you the inspiration you needed to pull off your big demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo.
Inspired by Frankenstein? How whimsical, not to mention historically inaccurate. My darling wife is all the scientific muse I've ever needed. From my successful demonstration at the 31 Expo all the way up to my cutting-edge Citizen Plus program.
Successful? It was supposed to be a failure. Something about that clock looks familiar.
¿Qué te resulta familiar?
It's all the same stuff I saw on my dad's monitors. I think. The whole town is under surveillance. So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually
Qué
saw
mal
him.
rollo del padre.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. Look it up.
You know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931, the day I single-handedly captured Kid Tanning, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not, incidentally, the day I caught the eye of Edna Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life.
Sin ayuda, ¿cómo que sin ayuda?
What you see there is a young man who understands
Sí, mira al
his
fondo en el
destiny.
kiosco, tontísimo.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Vale, joder. Se había quedado como pilla.
Could that be? I think it is.
What?
It's me, and you, the other you.
It is me. And you.
Te acabo de pillar.
Oh. Sonny?
Amiga.
It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Y tanto.
Very happy. You've got two great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there.
Un poco de
It's a normal
crimen por
city.
allá.
People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
¿Qué
Give me
no?
a break. You don't really
My
believe.
citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they were afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Sonny.
Kindly address me as Your Honor.
Hostia, qué mal rollo.
We've
me mates.
worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
Y tanto que sí.
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
Y ahora como se lo demuestra.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Boo.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
Me da que no te lo van a permitir. Qué mal rollo. Sí, a la casa del padre a por las pruebas, estaba claro.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Vuelvo.
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell, nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually...
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere.
El bate. Está claro quién ha sido. Biff.
Dad, that's not one of our bats, is it?
No.
Biff.
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Biff.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
What's the last thing you remember?
Biff.
I was sitting right here,
Biff,
copying
Biff,
another
Biff.
incriminating scene onto
Biff
my
Tannen.
tapes. My tapes! What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
No. Oh, sí.
Here
Pero
it is.
vacías.
Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Están vacías.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about
vacías.
thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
Empty.
Están vacías.
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh,
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
who could have done this to me?
Biff. Está claro.
Who's been making trouble for you since, like, forever? Biff!
Biff. Ever since the Browns took an interest in him back in the 50s, he hasn't caused me a lick of trouble. Besides, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, he's as
Bueno,
gentle
un
as a kitten
gatito
these days.
controlado.
Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up. Let's get out there and start shaking people down. We can make them talk.
And before you know it, the authorities would get involved and we'd both be in trouble. No thanks.
There's
Biff.
gotta be something we
Cabrón.
could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say, 6 months.
6 meses.
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
Solo
You
6
need the
meses.
tapes.
What I mean is... I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is. And I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
Y tanto.
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
It's true.
You
It's
forget
true.
I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
Ya vamos a empezar otra vez.
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but
It was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill
Me estoy
Valley's
rayando
just
ya
made
con
everybody
este
miserable.
capítulo.
You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain how. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay.
Okay.
First, I have to show him your tapes to prove my point.
Oh, no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours, maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
No están mis genes.
Do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes.
Yes.
He did. Where did you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in
Y
terror
se le
of Kid
enfrentó, no
Tannen
que era
and
el
his
contable,
goons.
¿no?
But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course, gotta cover all bases. Help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
A ver quién ha sido el que le ha pegado. Habrá que ir buscando hasta... Bueno, aunque obviamente es roto, pero bueno. Yo diría que es roto, pero... Aquí está.
There, that looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Ahí está Biff.
It's Biff!
But
Ah,
it can't
claro.
be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a...
Boom.
Kid.
Huh?
Boom.
I can't understand it. It's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would never...
Wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out.
El reloj.
I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
Beep, 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 beep.
X11.
You know what that means?
Not yet.
Lorraine!
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked
It's
and
always
robbed.
about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news. Oh, no, you have to go
Para
and beat
que,
me to
que
the
sigan
punch.
peleando.
That's right. You two sort things out. I've got some business to attend to.
I'm more together than I've been in months, George. For For your information, I haven't
Wing. Locos. Locos. A ver a dónde vamos ahora. Ahí está Biff. Puto Biff. Vamos a partir de la cara. Bueno, no, que igual no la parte de nosotros.
Biff!
Whoa, settle down there, fella.
You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
No, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Martin?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Mr.
Now
Tannen.
let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's. Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff.
Her.
See?
What'd you do with my dad's secret videotape?
Secret videotape?
You know, the one that shows how people are fed up with all these screwy rules and laws.
You lost me, Martin. But that tape sounds dangerous. It should probably be dumped in the recycling bin.
Mhm.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
It was.
What? That's
No,
strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished giving some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna
linda
came
ardilla.
by.
Señora
Edna?
Edna, esta.
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on my Citizen Plus watch.
Es cuando
I
te
must have
programó.
fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
Hippity
It's not a
hoppity.
band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See?
A ver, bebé.
Cool.
Aquí lo tienes.
Biff? Okay, that's weird. Where's my dad's tape?
Mm.
The recycling bin?
Mm.
Could you, touch your toes?
Mm. Interesante.
Do the chicken dance. Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right.
Hostia puta.
Hang tight, Biff.
Mm. Mm.
Mind if I dig through there for a minute? I think a friend of mine dropped something in there by accident.
Once an item has been placed in the recycling bin, it cannot be retrieved.
Come on, let me take a look. I won't tell anyone. Honest.
Back away, citizen.
Come on, let me take a look. I won't...
Back away.
Entonces, ¿qué puedo hacer?
That's no way to treat the... Officer Parker?
Move along, citizen, and stay out of trouble.
Mm.
Come on, let me... What do you make of this?
Wow, that's a really low fidelity. You should invest in one of those new Matrix writers.
Never mind that. What about the picture?
X11? Is that a new soda?
No, it's... never mind.
¿Qué hago? ¿Qué puedo darle? No lo sé.
Only I could tame this beast of rock.
Bestia del grupo.
Come on, let me take a look.
Back away, Sid.
A ver, algo... Algo que podamos tirar a la descifradora esta. Este seguirá en
Listen
modo
up,
ñe.
Biff. What's wrong with you? Did you attack my dad? Well, now we're getting somewhere. Could you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
Pégale.
Hey, Mr. Tannen. What's up? Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there!
Aparte, tontísimo.
Whoa! Holy smokes! What happened to him?
Ha
I
muerto.
don't know. No one's ever jumped into the decycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade. Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
No sé. Bueno, vamos a dejar aquí por ahora. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta ahora, San Wangos. Hi, hi.